Hey, I'm Ash. Welcome to Lakehouse Live. Today we have Sunshine Spazz in the studio. They're going to kick us off with a song. Take it away, guys.
All right, this first one's called Chugga. Yeah!
So are you ready for me to ask you some heavy-hitting questions?
Please lay it on us big and deep.
Okay, here we go. So my first question is, what does Chugga mean to you?
Mostly beers.
Is
At the
that
beginning of the song, the drums go chugga 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 chugga.
That's literally what
That's
it
basically
is.
how we named the song, because the drums start the song. Chugga chugga
Okay.
chugga 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 chugga.
It's very
Alright.
deep,
All right. I see how deep you guys go.
right? There's more that meets the surface.
What about like lyrically? I guess like a bigger question, like who writes most of the lyrics, and is there like any specific meaning behind a lot of what you guys do?
Everyone's written a song for the band at this point. However, I write most of them. And I'd love to say that there's like profound meaning to a lot of the songs, but to be honest, it's just really writing the riff first, trying to make sounds that fit with what I did on the guitar, and then just finding words that fit it. I haven't really found a groove where there's a lot of depth going on. Maybe like if you interpret it as such, that's great. But like for me, it's really just finding syllables and putting them in the right places for the time being. I'm sure that might change at some point, but for now, that's how it's been.
I mean, that's a huge way that people write songs, and that's how you write hits. So that's really cool. And I guess another, important question before we continue to joke. How did you guys become a band?
Okay, so we became a band from a restaurant job, honestly, that we had. We worked at 3B's in Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Oh my God, I remember 3B.
Something for everyone there, that's for sure. Jamie had been working there for a little bit. I met him at an annual party, and I think I was away in college for the past few years. And then I went back to this kind of like family party, like family friends and everything. And Jamie was there. We just talked briefly there. Nothing too crazy. I think I left early. And then 3 days later, I went for my first day of training, and he was the guy training me.
Oh, my God.
And then we just started talking a lot at work. And then I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but when you start telling people you play music, and then the other guy's like, yeah, I play music too. You're always kind of like, yeah, but do you play music? Like everyone, I don't know. So I think we were a little skeptical at some point, but honestly, just knowing us and how our families are close and everything, even before we were close, it kind of felt like destiny once we started jamming together. And then Michael's been always playing he's been playing since what? You were like, how old when you started playing?
Like 9 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old.
And he's always been a beast on bass. Did orchestra in high school. He actually had a band in his high school. I was in college, and I was getting videos of him playing with another band. I was like, damn, he's really good. Like, I should probably do something with him one of these days. It was mainly just me and Jamie playing. Go
we're
ahead.
brothers, and we just never really played a lot together.
I think age gap had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, and we were at different places of our life at the time. But it's just funny how I just kind of walked downstairs when they were jamming, because they would jam together a lot, just as a duo, guitar, drums. And one day I was like, let me go mess around with them. And then I learned like 3 songs, and we played like a show. It was just 3 songs set.
Our first show was at Hemingway's.
Hell yeah.
15 minutes.
It's been evolving
Tom's
ever
River,
since.
Seaside strong, Ocean County strong.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Sometimes I still miss her.
Sometimes I do too.
Yes and no.
I think about how Jack's is like something different now. And
You can get an espresso martini there now.
That's crazy. I
Seaside
can't go
Social
there.
House.
Oh my God.
Free plug.
Spent way too many nights there.
Thursdays, right?
Oh my God. Thursday dollar beers.
Did you
I may or
did
may
you go to
not
the one on
have
the
wrestled
boardwalk?
a bouncer there.
The old one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike,
Let's go that way.
you have to tell that real quick.
I may or may not have wrestled some of the bouncers there,
Like
Allegedly.
Jax was a little reckless. They didn't even want you making plans on the sidewalk. You had to keep it moving. They didn't like you standing there talking, so they would like smack you in the back of the head.
Wait,
you
they would
stand in for
smack
that.
you in the back of the head?
Oh yeah, they were hooking off on us that one night. I don't really remember much, to be honest with you, but that's probably why I engaged. But yeah,
That sounds like the seaside
good times,
way.
good times.
What about I just lost my train of thought in the middle of what I was going to say. Go back to my list of questions. Can you cut this in the okay.
Soft.
Every embarrassing thing that I do, Ben cuts out for me because
We love Ben.
there's
Hell
a
yeah.
lot.
How's it, man? Ben.
Yeah, shout out to Ben DeVito. He's a DJ too.
I wish it was a DC shirt, but we'll let it slide.
Damn. Son.
I don't know if we can have like an argument about this today.
I don't
Nah,
know.
we
if
just
I
like
can handle
Batman.
that.
I don't know enough. I was just kind of being an ass.
We just like Batman. That's it.
All right, you know what? Let's go into your next song, and then we'll argue after that.
All right.
All right. So they're gonna play a song called "Side of the Road," so you guys can take it away.
We kind of argue in this song, so that works.
Perfect.
No look in the left lane. I'm going insane. I'm going insane. Middle finger to the lingo.
That song made me want to fight people.
Cool.
So I think that you got the point across. with
Excellent.
What you were doing very successfully.
But
I
that
wanna-
then you sing it and you feel better after. Like you don't need to do it anymore.
That's true. I mean, have you ever like had a moment where, you know, you're like in a terrible mood and then you go like to band practice and you're like, I've taken all of my anger out?
More times than not, I definitely feel better. Like I feel like anything that you're supposed to be doing, when you're telling yourself you're supposed to be doing something, and then you do it, regardless of how you feel, you're always going to feel better after having done that. Whether it's like the gym or your craft or just something, maybe not work all the time, but just anything that you like want to do for yourself. I feel like that usually happens.
Yeah. I think work is always like we work to live, and that's that sad mindset that we live in. But doing things that are, you know, hobbies and things that you appreciate and want to do, even if you feel like lazy that day and you go and do it. That's amazing that you agree with that.
All I'll say about that is I feel like that's probably the most valuable thing I get out of music personally is the release of playing it. I look forward to band practice because it's like therapeutic to get all that out.
I think that's like that for a lot of people.
Definitely.
It's like my brain can actually like go blank in a good way. I'm not
Michael's-
thinking about anything. I'm just doing my thing. having
Michael's a
fun.
classic example of being one person not playing music and being another person when you see him on stage. I remember like
Oh,
the
yeah.
first few times, it's like that's who he is.
I'm saying
You're
I'm
like,
trying
that's
to
my
behave
brother.
in
I've
here.
known him his whole life, and that's who he is.
I'm trying to behave in here. I don't want to knock shit down. Sorry if I
No,
can't
I mean
curse,
you can go a little crazy if you want.
All right.
Get
Don't
wild.
fucking curse in here, dude.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yo, if you ever say the F word in here ever again,
Mom and
out.
Dad would be pissed. You can't say it on YouTube?
no, you actually can. So
Okay.
curse all you want.
All right,
Okay.
sweet.
Our videos
Sick.
say that like 18 or older technically.
Oh, okay.
But
I asked earlier,
I'm
so I
happy
just
we
made
asked
sure.
while we were recording. Yeah.
It's weird because I curse a lot when I talk, but I don't really curse a lot in songs. Not too often.
So just filler words when you're thinking.
yeah, that's a very New Jersey thing, I think, too. I have another question that doesn't pertain to the band. But I feel like every time I see Ryan, he's got like a crazy shirt on, and I kind of want to know where you get your crazy shirts.
Oh, man. I'm trying to
Targeted
think.
ads.
Yeah, it's a lot of targeted ads lately.
Social
with-
media just knows you.
It really does. I try to give the algorithm exactly what they want from me. Yeah, I feel like Vans and what was the store in the mall? Zoomies. I would get a lot of shirts from there back in the day.
Don't give me trauma. I
Oh,
worked
you
at
worked
Zoomies
there?
for so long.
Oh man,
Bro, you can't even kickflip. Why are you shopping there?
I know.
I couldn't even kickflip. Why did I work?
I'm
there?
working on kicking people in the face, but I still got to stretch on that one too. Yeah, I love wearing crazy shirts. I feel like ever since I got introduced to tattoos from a bunch of friends and everything, I feel like my shirts have elevated with that. And once I started to know like what kind of art I really like, I just started getting crazy. This shirt has nothing to do with that, but maybe color theory.
It's like matching your freak.
That works.
So tell me a little bit about what the plans are for the band, like moving forward. You guys have been a band for what, like 3 or 4 years?
It's been, if you subtract COVID, yeah, 3 or 4 years makes sense. So about 6 years, I think now.
Wow.
It was pretty loose in the beginning, I would say. And now we're definitely trying to take things a little more seriously. We're very fortunate that we played so many cool places in Asbury Park and starting to get it out a little bit more regionally. But we're hoping less Asbury shows, no offense, just trying to get out more and
Yeah.
try and make our rounds. And we're trying to figure everything out as we go. We're trying to become better musicians, better marketers, and better networkers all through this experience. And it's been quite a fun run so far. Like I said before, we're getting so many cool opportunities in town that I think a lot of them are going to start helping us get those out-of-town gigs more. And, yeah, touring sounds like a great thing to me personally. I'd love to be on the road anywhere from, like, 2 to 4 or 6 months out of the year, just road dogging it personally.
Yeah.
I don't know what these guys think.
That's the goal.
I could
usually.
sleep anywhere. I'll sleep on a rock, bro. I don't care.
Do you guys have like a full next album that you're planning?
It's in the works right now. I guess to answer your question simply, it's no. But I have a feeling that sometime next year we'll have another album ready for everyone.
I feel like the ideas are more song to song right now rather than a whole big picture. So
Yeah, I think that's okay too. I think sometimes bands put like a lot of pressure on themselves to release a full album and like make this grand concept, and it's really about just putting out music that you like.
Yeah.
So I think releasing a single, releasing an EP, like that's totally cool.
Yeah, I had a concept in mind, and then I started just writing a few riffs. I'm like, where am I going to put this concept in here? Like, it's just, I feel like it's really just going to, I have a feeling the next album will be kind of an extension of who we already are with this previous album we put out. It'll feel, I would assume it'll feel pretty similar. Maybe some different influences in there, but
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty energetic, I would imagine.
I think most of what you guys do is pretty energetic, so it makes sense to keep it that way. And you just brought up influences, so I'd love to kind of talk about that too. Do you guys have specific bands that you really love and grew up with that kind of come into your music?
Jamie, what about you?
I mean, we all have a pretty good mix of what we listen to. I love what Ryan does because the energy, and then me and Michael pretty much can just match his energy and be creative too. I love like Zeppelin, Sabbath, the classics. I love Rage Against the Machine, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Arctic Monkeys. Those are some of my favorite drummers too.
Nice.
So glad you didn't say the one.
And then I'm not gonna say it,
Oh,
but
now you have to say
these
it.
guys show me so much new music that I would have never heard because I'm a little closed-minded, not intentionally, but I like what I like, and I don't branch off too much from what I listen to. But these guys keep it fresh, and like drumming for Spazz really has helped my drumming advance a lot rather than doing the same old thing. It's like a lot of changes, and it just lets me kind of let loose, which is really fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of growth. That's really awesome.
Yep.
And now you have to say the band because you diverted.
It's Kings of Leon.
That's not terrible, actually. I
No,
thought
I
you
know.
were
I-
gonna say something way worse.
They're-
They'll always be my
fire.
favorite, but I get shit for it. You know, it's all good.
I thought it was gonna be like Nickelback or something.
Nah.
No, it's not. You know.
It was a beef. There was a beef for a little bit because he wasn't a fan of Queens of the Stone Age, and I love
Oh
them.
my God.
And then I was like, how do you not like them, but you like Kings of Leon? It makes no sense. And then I got some of my friends on board with it. Like we got Setzer in the car.
Yeah,
during
it
the tour.
became a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
all
I got
good.
respect for Kings of Leon.
all
I
in
just
good
love to give
fun.
my boys shit.
Of course, yeah.
that's all in good fun.
I mean, Queens of the Stone Age, though, you have to.
I've grown to
appreciate.
respect them a lot more, but
Mark
Kings of
Landian
Leon all
was,
day.
like,
Damn.
that's a
Damn.
personal favorite for me.
So for influences, since we said Queens of the Stone Age, they're definitely one of them. Right now, in terms of relevant musicians, like DOC's, Ty Segall, his project Fuzz in particular, yes.
Nice.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Literally, they have something for everyone, but
Yeah.
they really got me with the album Nonagon Infinity. Like, I remember where I was when I discovered it. Black Sabbath's another great one. I feel like that's just like one of the OGs that like you would always have to put some respect on, obviously. But yeah, those are probably the big three. And then I got my eyes on anything that's Levitation Festival, Desert Days. Greenway Records puts out good stuff. I really like ATO Records. Just trying to keep up with everything and find our spot within that niche. I feel like the psych rock and garage rock world's where we belong, and
Yeah.
everything that we're doing is to try to get submersed in that world, or immersed, I should say, immersed in that world.
Yeah, your sound definitely feels very psych rock. So
Thank you.
you're doing well. So I think we should do the question bowl now because
Bring it on.
I want to keep you guys on your toes. So this bowl sits in our lobby downstairs, and we keep paper and a pen near it, and people put random questions in it.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I don't know what is gonna
I like that idea.
be in here, but here it goes.
I'm gonna add something to it when I go down after
You
this.
should.
What is your favorite color?
I mean, like, it has been that basic, but it's also been like,
That's cool, though.
like, how does God exist? And then like, like sense.
Buckle
people.
up, baby.
I came prepared.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see.
about to get
Sometimes the
deep.
question is too inappropriate too, and I can't ask it. So.
I mean, those are the questions we want to hear.
Of course.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is actually a good one. So, if you could play in any genre or any other genre, what would it be and why? like any other genre than your own?
For me, like another project, I would just love to drum. So anything like blues or funk, I feel like it's just so fun for drummers. So definitely has rock influence in there, but for sure something funky and something bluesy would suit my drumming really well. I'd love to do something like that in the future.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say funk. Funk drumming's so fun. You could just like lock into a groove and play it for 5 minutes and let everyone else dance around it, and it still sounds sick. That would definitely be mine. Mine would be
Nice.
funk, but I'd have to get a lot better for that. But
I agree.
about yourself, right?
Well, yeah, that's it.
I think if I could do, well, I'm not gonna flex that I could play a different instrument like Ryan, but because I can't. But I would play
Otherwise
bass in
you
a
would
reggae
flex it.
band. Let me answer, bro. It's my time. I would play bass in a reggae band because I grew up listening to reggae and it's like very bass heavy,
Yeah.
and I feel like I would have a lot of fun.
You could smoke joints on stage.
Exactly. I can indulge in the cannabis, play the bass.
So,
What
like-
more can you ask for? I mean,
so
come
like, are
on.
you gonna make like a like a jazz reggae fusion band next? Then?
Maybe for the like 10th album.
That'd be cool
The
because
10th
funk is obviously so much fun to play on the bass too. And I kind of traditionally learned a lot of that stuff like in lessons as
Yeah.
a kid. So
I mean, jazz is classic. If you're gonna be playing an instrument from like day one since you were super young, they're gonna teach you in a more jazzy way.
exactly.
Also,
can't
drumming
mess
for a
up.
rapper would be so cool.
So,
That
oh
would be
yeah,
really
Definitely.
That would be so cool.
That's
there
like
needs
funk
to be
drumming
like
kind of.
Yeah,
way
it
more
is.
of that. Like way more of that in a live setting. It's something that I absolutely love so much. We actually have a couple people that will be coming out in shows in episodes that have kind of more of like a band feel behind it.
That's dope.
That are more in like the rap hip hop world. And I'm very
Action
excited for that.
Bronson's been killing it right now.
Oh yeah,
We're
definitely.
excited to play the same stage as him at Seer now. But it's cool
I
that what he's doing
know.
with the whole band and everything.
What are they called again? It's a really good
The
name.
human growth hormone.
Yes. Human growth
That's sick.
hormone.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was the name.
I know that this is going to come out after See Here Now, but it's super awesome that you guys have the opportunity to share the stage with like some pretty heavy hitters. And you guys recently got to play with Horse the Band too, so some big opportunities are
Yeah.
coming about. And like, how does that feel? And you know, what do you think? How do you think those opportunities came about? Do you think it's just from the exposure that you've gotten, or like, you know, building the right connections so that you can showcase your music?
I've really attributed it to just knowing the venues in town, knowing the people that work there, taking the risk of booking shows and telling them you're going to fill the room when you kind of don't know if you're going to, and then having shows be successful, people ask you to come back, throw your name in the hat for certain opportunities. I really think the past year or two, that's really just what we've been doing. We're just like, we're going to throw a 3 or 4 band banger of a bill. We're going to pack the room. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're all going to enjoy it. And then I personally like to network with the people behind the scenes. It's almost annoying because I'd love to hang out at the shows, but I'm kind of just like, I want to know the guy bringing us beers in the back room. I want to know who the bartender is. I want to know who we talk to to try to book again. Like, I don't know. It's just, this is a community here in Asbury, so it's really important to me to try to know as many of them as possible. And I really think that's kind of paying off in terms of the local opportunities that we're getting.
That's amazing advice for so many like emerging artists too, because if there's anything that I feel like I'm constantly pushing to this scene right now is there's like the new bands coming up and all like the younger kids that are coming out of the music academy here. It's networking and like teaching them how to have a community. And it's super hard because they're all glued to a phone and like, you know, grew up during COVID and all of those things. So it's amazing to see that like that's still a thing, that like people actually want to go talk to those, you know, people that might seem a little smaller and like behind the bar and stuff. But like those are the people that are going to be like, oh, I really like that band. They should come back.
I think maybe some people are nervous to do that kind of thing and put themselves out there. But I also think on the other side of that, there's a lot of happiness when you feel like you're part of culture in your local area and just being a part of a community. I think it's like one of the biggest pillars of your personal happiness is to have that, to just feel comfort in your area. People know you and respect you. You know and respect other people. You could put each other on for different opportunities. Like we'll try to get other bands opportunities and they'll try to get us opportunities. So it's just, I don't know, you're just trying to be friends with everyone at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we're all expressing ourselves through our music, so Asbury's the spot to be when it comes to that, like in our local Jersey Shore area. So it's just perfect to be here.
Pay it forward. It's really awesome. All right, so we're gonna close this one out so that you guys can play your last song, and make sure you look out for the bonus song because it's gonna be an unreleased song. Maybe it'll come out.
Oh, it'll come out eventually.
I'm
Just a matter
keeping
of
everyone
when.
on their toes for when this comes out.
We played it live a couple times now. We really like it. So.
Cool. So yeah, make sure that you, for the camera, for the fans, make sure that you guys like and subscribe to the show. The whole reason why we do this is so that we can help local artists and national acts coming through Asbury Park to emerge more in our scene and emerge more in the rest of the world for anyone who is watching and tuning in. Make sure you share it on your socials. We always really appreciate that. And also, if you hate the show, let us know. Like, just comment below and be like, yo, you guys suck. Do something different. We're always
If you
trying
hate
to
the
improve.
show, though, you got to wrestle us.
You guys are going to have to go through Sunshine Spazz if you hate the
So
show.
be nice in the comments.
We'll be nice, and just if you can do 30 push-ups, we won't do anything.
Someone's going to put like a video of them doing 30 push-ups and we're going to be like, all right, we'll back off. And make sure that you check out Sunshine Spazz on all of the places that you listen to music, all of the social media platforms. They've had some really awesome gigs and some really amazing music out and more to come. So keep on the lookout. Follow them on Instagram, TikTok, all the places. And
How's that TikTok looking, dude?
Dead.
wow, that was a dig right there. TikTok is hard. We're old, guys.
I can't do it.
It's really hard.
It's not. I mean,
Yeah, so why are you talking shit to me, huh?
because I do the other stuff.
If
You
you want
wanna
to do
this here, dude?
TikToks for us, hit us up.
All right.
You're younger. It's because you're younger.
I know. I consume TikTok, I'd say. But
Yeah, I don't use TikTok other than to do work-related things. Like, I don't sit on it, so I don't know how other people can sit on it.
it's very easy to get addicted to
I
TikTok.
think it's because I don't want to be immersed in my phone that much.
I can see it. You just get lost in that for sure.
That's like dangerous to me.
The Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts are all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They'll find what you want
Yeah.
to, and they'll give it to you, and then you'll be sitting there consuming it.
It's that algorithm. All right, so you guys can play your last song. This one is titled Electric Chair.
Yeah.